Heavy D from Diesel Brothers out here at the Monster Duels in Las Vegas. This is a cool race. There's desert racing, there's short course racing, and then there's this.
Monster's putting on this crazy head-to-head battles where you gotta bike the car, jump it, toss it sideways, do burnouts.
So the scoring is based more on style, so you have to throw the car out, make the tires smoke. You know, it's basically for the fans that come out and watch this race, so it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm just gonna try to keep it not spinning out, and that's the name of the game.
This is a whole new animal. This is like mixing drift with off-road, with, I mean, everything, all these different elements of driving, all in this little parking lot, and it is amazing.
The pre-party at Monster Cup is what draws all the people, and you know they have all demos, biggest whip, the duels this year, and just the pre-party is insane, and the energy is cool, and that's what brings all the people to come check it out every year.
Make some noise!
Monster Cup in Vegas, always fun to come out here and compete. We're gonna go to head-to-head racing here in a little while with the duels, and you know, on the same courses, then switch sides, go again.
The course is super unique. You come right out of the gate, then from there it's all about finesse. Getting it through the dice and the chicane and around the carousel. You gotta go twice around there, and from there it's almost more high speed. We're sliding around the dice again, then through the arc, and then right into the big back jump, and then here we go again, running it backwards.
Some of the big names we got out here, like CJ Greaves, BJ Baldwin, Casey Curry, Brian Deegan, Haley Deegan. There's a lot of really good drivers out here that have skill behind the wheel, so none of us are slouches by any means.
Like, I'm only 16 years old, and you have like all these like big racing figures out here, and it made me a little bit nervous actually. But coming out to the course, I noticed that they had the same struggles I did.
It's an awesome course. It has awesome technical spots to it, but yet some fast spots to it, and to let drivers show. And the final swing into the finish, they got two barriers sitting there. You got to try to get it without hitting the two barriers, also in the box. So that's definitely going to be cool.
Not bad.
I think that's what it comes down to, is just being smooth. If you make one mistake and the other guy doesn't, you're gonna lose and you're knocked out. So knockout format, when you're done, you're done. So there's no mistakes.
I'm feeling confident. Now I see who I'm up against. Big boy, it's going down.
Rampage, remember, lots of lefts and lots of rights. They're not all lefts.
I'm feeling real confident right now. Look who I got with me.
I'm not feeling confident.
Shut up!
I think the hardest part of the course was the roulette. Not knowing how to drift or being able to naturally spin to the other side. You know, I wasn't used to it as well. Like, I didn't know what to expect and what to do.
This is my first time racing these things. They're so fun, it's insane. Just drifting corners, hitting jumps for the first time, it's tight, so.
Woo! Sending jumps, overshooting it every time.
Lights are up, here we go.
Coming into the finals, I had to go up against CJ, and I kind of watched him all day because he was in a different bracket than me, so I knew CJ was super smooth at hitting all his marks.
Here we go, let's make some noise.
It seems like it's really going to come down to not necessarily no mistakes, but figuring out the best way to not collect all these penalization points for sure. So they definitely are throwing a twist in all this, and it's going to show to be a good show.
every time I'd look over and come through the box, I'd look over to the next, and he would just be finishing too, so it was like too close to call from visual. Right on that last run, dude, I 50-50 grind the jump and just stayed with it. I had 2 flats, ran it into the finish.
Look at this, we got a flat tire on one side.
And then I was able to fix it because I broke the ramp. Went out for the second time, and I guess he had a little mistake and clipped the barrel, so helped me get through to the final against BJ.
I normally race a trophy truck. It's long distance desert racing. This is really different. It's judged on time and style, and I'm driving a vehicle I've actually never driven before.
BJ sends it.
They're not judging it on speed, so it's kind of like they're judging it off your driving skill. So it's going to be good to be sideways and all that.
Final race of the day.
RJ versus BJ in the final. I think the advantage I had on him is he was like a big guy in a smart car. He was all jammed in there. I'm impressed. I don't know if he's ever even driven a pro life before.
Looks like BJ definitely involved with the advantage.
Squeezed it out in the first one, and then I think I may have just barely edged him out in the second one and brought him the win.
Pros ended up being crazy twists at the end. I mean, honestly, it came down to 2 guys that are stunt guys. They do videos, they step out of the box, they live differently. And, you know, for a guy like BJ and RJ, dude, both of them don't race pro lights. I mean, RJ did in the past, but I mean, BJ's never driven one until this morning. The goal was to build a track that is not the normal track. So if you have skill and know how to use any vehicle that you're in, you can win.